guys, this is Paintball 36, and today we're going to be talking about doing a review of my marker of choice, which is the GOG G1. Now, when you first buy the G1, obviously it doesn't look like this. It comes in this nice box. You can reuse this box too, it's nice kind of plastic stuff. And here you can put the marker, the stock goes there, that's where the feed neck goes. The barrel goes across there, and then I don't remember what goes in there. Whatever. This is really handy to use if you're not running the stock, because the stocks, it's a bit tedious to put on, except to put on two different Allen keys, and you can't spin it all the way around. You have to kind of turn it, take it off, and put it again. It takes a while, you know, it's a bit annoying, but if you're running it just like a speedball gun, you know, you put your barrel in there, you put the gun in there, and you can cut out sections, you know. So it's really nice. And when you first buy the marker, what you get is you get a nice 14-inch barrel, which is a nice bird cage on the end here. I'll show you. The barrel goes all the way back to here. This is the entire barrel. It's ion threaded. You got a nice bird cage there, like I said, and some porting across there. You get this hole for the mag light. The mag light doesn't come with it, but you can easily put it in there. It comes with this extendable stock. It goes back to like I think 11 inches, and in here to about like 6 or 7 or something like that. You also have a straight feed neck or a feed neck option, which you can put in either way. So you can, you know, if you want to look exactly down the top here, which you can't really do when you put the stock on, but whatever, you could do that. It's also quite high. It puts it up to about like the bottom of the hopper to about there, and of course it's offset, so it's a bit annoying, but it's fine. It's electronic, and you got the really nice light trigger pull. Nothing like a pneumatic gun. Like compared to this, the best thing to compare it with would be an A-5 with a response trigger for the price point. And I find them to be both quite similar, though they, of course, are quite different. The Tippmann A-5 has a lot more customizational options, tons more barrels, tons more bits. You can make it look like any good gun that ever existed. This one, there's only I think a couple of extra stocks you can buy, like a folding one, and also like a UMP type, which is same length as when it's like this, and then it folds in the side. That's nice. And it's ion threaded barrels, so there's plenty of extra barrels for it. You can also put a mag light in there, you know, and you can also put all these sights on there because there's like 9 Picatinny rails. So Tippmann's more focused on mil-sim, but this one is lighter, it shoots faster. I find it to be less air hoggy, or whatever you want to call it. That's got a really nice trigger. You also got the option of 3-shot burst and fully automatic there with the power button. You just press it, hold it to turn it off. Doesn't have the cyclone feed though, but with a hopper like this with, like, you know, the auger in it or whatever, it feeds in automatically. It's a Halo 2. In fully automatic you can fire 14 balls per second easily. Yeah, so it's a really nice gun. Right here I have the my Kestrel sight on there on the 45-degree rail, and then the paintball shield thing. It's airsoft actually, but yeah, it works. Also running a remote line, which I really recommend you do if you put the stock on there. But if you want to go more speedball with this, which you easily can by just buying the 2 trigger thing or just doing this, you know, it's got a ramping mode also that you can set. But it comes with a flat piece that goes in the back there, and you can put the tank there, and when you do, it's like really nice. It's really tight to you, and your face is right here behind it, and you can look right down the top. It's really nice. That's what I used to run before I got the stock and the remote line, which goes on over in my pack. Yeah, so now we're going to do a bit of shooting about it, and then I'll talk about it some more. Alright, so I've loaded some paint in the marker, and I'm going to be shooting at a target which is about 65 feet away, as you can see. It's quite a ways. It's normal paintball range, you know, like normal typical combat shooting range. And I'm going to shoot at it now with a couple of shots in semi-automatic mode. And yes, I am wearing my mask. As you can see, I hit it quite a lot. Paintballs are kind of old and it's cardboard, so there's a hit there, 2 hits there, sorry, hit there, 2 hits there, another hit there, and another hit there. And some paint kind of in weird spots, but I think it kind of broke weird. But you can see the divots where they hit, and I think one maybe hit the plants a bit to the right, and there was already one there on the box before. Now I'm just going to show you some other shooting modes like a semi-automatic and 3-shot burst. Alright, so the semi-automatic mode will shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. And right now I'm going to put it into 3-shot burst. As you can see, if you don't pull the trigger down all the way, it'll only fire like 1 or 2. Now I'm going to put it into fully automatic mode. Alright, so forgive me, it's got a bit darker outside, but I measured the radius of the shots I fired in semi-automatic, and all of the paintballs hit within a 9-inch circle, and most of them were within a 4-inch circle in the middle. That's including the one that hit the plant right beside it, which is pretty good for 65 feet. And I was firing in semi-automatic mode, so I was, you know, taking individual shots and might have been moving a bit between them. They weren't all exactly in the exact same spot. The accuracy is really good. I can easily shoot through like a head-sized window area at about 100 feet with most of the paintballs. I've been able to hit people at that range no problem, but that is with the red dot sight, of course, which is really awesome. You should really get one of those. It's super fun. Everybody says it doesn't work, but it does. Yeah, and I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit more. Before I was saying that I found it similar to the A-5, I meant that in performance, because with the response trigger you get about the same fire rate. I think the A-5 response trigger is a little bit more, but you know, and they both feel quite similar. The A-5 is a little bit more heavy, but you know, there's not really a tiebreaker between them. This is a little bit more geared towards speedball. The A-5 is a little bit more geared towards focused on milsim and a lot of more customizational options. So you know, I don't know what else I can say to make you like decide over this one over the A-5 or the other way around. But you know, I don't know as much about the A-5 as do as about this. I'm just gonna talk to you a little bit more about some aspects of it. Like the only problem I had with it so far is the solenoid exploded because I don't think I lubricated the regulator and the O-ring blew out. That is not a common problem, but probably one of the most common problems of all the problems. I'm not gonna say it happens a lot, but it does happen. And it's about $25 to get a new one, so it's not super expensive, but you know, I bought 2, so now if one blows out I can have another one right away. The battery, just to undo these 2 right here with the Allen key, which you get with it, you know, just undo it, you know, you can take out the battery and swap a new one. You can probably do it in 30 seconds if you have the Allen key on you on the field. Also for maintenance, there's 2 screws in the back here, right there, you know, you undo those. Backing plate comes off and you get an Allen key. It's like a really big one, like the size of your finger with the set, and you stick it in there and you just turn it about maybe like 4 times around and the bolt comes right out. So maintaining it is super easy. You don't have to take the whole top off like you do on an A-5 with all the push pins and stuff like that. And I dare to say that if you were like playing in a game and there was somebody beside you to cover you, you could, if the bolt jammed, you could probably take it out. If you had the lube on you, you could probably lube it and stick it back in within probably like 2 minutes or less, you know. But I wouldn't recommend that, but if you wanted to try it, go ahead. Okay? Yeah, also another problem which I see with it is the Allen key, which you need to open up the regulator there, and the Allen key, once you take off these 2, which are the same size as all the other ones, there's a little like Allen key with like a pin on the end, or sorry, hex bolt, whatever you know what I'm saying. Another screw there with a pin on the end which holds the mag light in. They're the same size, and you do not get that size of Allen key in the set that you do with the gun. You get all the other ones, but if you have a it's a 2.4 millimeter in diameter, 2.4 millimeter in diameter slot screwdriver, which is a common size if you get that, like, you know, like set of small ones, you know, you get one of those. You can actually, it fits like exactly across the hex bolt, and it will undo the hex bolt. Though if you do it a lot, you might start stripping it, but you know, you can always buy one of those sets that's like a Swiss Army knife with all the different screws on it. But yeah, that's kind of it for this review. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. There's more things I could say about it, but I want to keep this kind of short. And also, you do get the barrel stock with it. Smart parts. Yay. Yeah, but it's a really nice marker. I use it a lot. I'm really happy with it. And without the air tank on here, it weighs extremely little. When you put the paint in there, it basically more than doubles the weight, pretty much. So I really like this gun. I would highly recommend it. If you're looking to play some speedball or like shooting kind of faster than, you know, or like a lighter gun, don't really mind the customization as much, you know, I'd recommend you get this over an A5. But an A5 is a great gun. I can't say that it's worse than this. So thanks for watching the review, guys. PaintMeister36, any questions, please ask. And if you want any more reviews of my gear or something like that, I will gladly review the hopper or anything else I have on here. My pod pack, or sorry, my vest as well. And I'll have some gameplay videos up soon. So, paintball gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.